Okay, good win, good win. As they say, a win is a win. And the Miami Heat won a basketball game last night. I'll take it. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I mean, this Sixers team is a complete mess. They're a shell of themselves. But we saw some good things. Jimmy Butler is back. We saw some adorable moments between Jimmy with his red braids and the great Kyle Lowry and then Kevin Love, and they're all hugging, and oh, it's lovely. I miss Kyle. I know I'm in the minority where that's concerned, but I miss Kyle. I miss Caleb. I miss Max. I miss Gabe. I miss all those guys. But here we are with Heat legend Drew Smith. Huge game. We'll get to Drew. So, like I said, the Sixers are awful. They're at the bottom of the barrel in the Eastern Conference. You have no Tyrese Maxey. He's out with a hamstring problem. He routinely kills us. So we didn't have him to deal with. Joel Embiid, who knows what's going on with that guy this season. Apparently he was sick last night. And I don't know, this knee thing's been bothering him, and he just does not look good at all. I mean, he's not. I mean, I know he was sick, but I mean, he's not moving right. He seems very winded. I don't know. Maybe he'll get it together, maybe not. And even Paul George started off okay, but I don't know. He kind of disappeared. Doesn't seem to really be in his flow either. Really, the one bright spot of the Sixers was Jared McCain. He's playing very well. Good for him. But most importantly, Jimmy Butler is back, baby. He is back, and he is pretty much the main reason we won that game, because you saw him start off really hot in the first quarter, and then he got taken out, and then it was a disaster when he went out. He had 11 points in the first quarter and then gets put on the bench to rest, and then the Sixers go on a 15-4 run to end the quarter. We end up going down 19 in the second quarter, and then Jimmy Butler comes back in, close the quarter on a 15-5 run, and we're down only 3 at halftime. Jimmy at halftime had 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 5 for 8 from the field, 9 for 9 from the free throw line, ends up with 30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 8 for 12, 1 for 1 from 3, 13 for 13 from the free throw line. What a game. Great to see Jimmy back, man. When Jimmy is locked in and plays like that, our odds of winning increase exponentially. And I know the Sixers are not doing well right now, but remember context. Context is important. This is a good win. You know, it's the second night of a back-to-back after a, 13-day road trip? We go 2-4 on it. Jimmy was hurt. Now he's back. Second night of a back-to-back. You're back home for the first time after almost 2 weeks, and you get a good win. It's good. It's good stuff. Jaime Jaquez was out. Terry Rozier was out. So we had a new starting lineup. Tyler, Jimmy, Duncan, Haywood, Bam. Looked pretty good. Is this going to be permanent now? Is Terry going to get moved to the bench? Who knows? We will see. I don't know anything anymore. When it comes to these, who should start, who should play, who shouldn't play, the rotations, what works best, my brain is so fried, I don't know anything anymore. I'm letting Spo decide that. Who knows? And we saw some really interesting combinations and rotations last night with Alec Burks. Haywood was solid on defense. Of course, Drew Smith, 25 minutes of Drew Smith. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 4 for 7, plus 23. Alec Burks, plus 27. Man, I mean, it's really impressive. I mean, to go how many games? I don't know when the last time those guys played. 5 games, 6 games, 7 games, and you come in and you hold it down really well. I mean, that's really good for those guys. On another positive note, we finally didn't have a third quarter. Not only did we not have a third quarter, we probably had the best third quarter of the entire season. We won 35-16 in the third quarter and 18-17 in the fourth quarter. Weird fourth quarter, but we held the Sixers to only 16 and 17 points in the second half. Awesome. Had an 87 defensive rating. I don't know what this defensive rating thing means. 87.1 defensive rating. Apparently, the lower the number you have, the better your defensive rating is. I'll put the equation in there. I tried understanding it. I'm too dumb. You see the name of this channel. But our defense was great. All kidding aside, awesome defense in the second half. Our three-point shooting was pretty rough in the first half. And instead on giving up on it, they stuck with it. And in the second half, man, we just came out on fire from three. Everybody was hitting threes in that third quarter. Tyler had, I think, only 2 points in the first half, had 16 points in the third quarter, had the same amount of points as the entire 76ers team. Duncan started, decent game, only played 22 minutes, had 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and perpetuated a horrible stereotype of white men not being able to jump. Duncan, come on. Don't push those stereotypes. Thank God we have guys like Mac McClung and Christian Braun to remind people that some white guys actually can jump. But Duncan, just go for the layup. Go for the layup. Bam, look, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Bam at this point as far as offense goes. Bam had 3 good games. The Pistons, he was solid. 2 Pacers games, he was solid. And then really rough last night. Only 5 points, but he did have more rebounds than Joel Embiid, 13 rebounds. And look, I don't know. I guess Bam, as long as he gets rebounds and is good on defense, fine. I wish he was more consistent on offense, but you're just going to have games where you're just not going to get much offense out of Bam, and that's when Jimmy and Tyler is really important for those guys to step up. And last night they did. The two of them had 46 points between the two of them, and 15 rebounds and 10 assists. So thank God for Jimmy that game, because if it wasn't for Jimmy that game, I don't know. Okay, that's it. Short video. Good win. Win's a win. Whatever. I did not cover the 2 Pacers games, but I do want to shout out Kevin Love for that phenomenal third quarter in the first Pacers game. 15 points in 7 minutes. True poetry in motion. I'm going to put in slow motion the great Kevin Love scoring on Miles Turner on a fast break. Oh, just beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff, man. Shout out to Kevin Love. Good to have him back. And when you get a good Kevin Love game, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, that's it. And for some reason, the Heat don't play for like 6 days now. I don't know. What are you doing, Adam Silver? I don't know. Okay. Goodbye.